What's up, guys? I'm back in the video, and today I'm going to talk about Kawhi to the Philadelphia 76ers, why I think he might go to the 76ers, what they could trade for him, what the trade package might look like, why Philly would want to do it, why the Spurs might want to do it. I'm going to be getting into all of that and why I think he should and might go to the 76ers. I think it's a hand-me-down that he's going to be traded this year, and just when and where to. I do think he's going to be traded, and unless the Spurs decide to be dicks and trade him somewhere like the Suns, I think he's going to either Philly, the Lakers, or possibly Boston, but Boston's not trading their top 5 players, so that's probably out of the picture. So I think it's going to be Philly or the Lakers, and I really do think he's going to one of those two places. It's just a matter of when they decide to trade him. So without further ado, without me rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to get into is that they could easily trade for him. Philly could easily trade for Kawhi Leonard, just look, as the package could be that the 76ers would get Kawhi Leonard and Brandon Paul. Brandon Paul is literally only there to make this financially possible. He's only there to make it where the cap situation will actually work out. Brandon Paul is not that good of a player. He's probably going to get cut after the trade. He is only there so the trade can be possible. While the Spurs would get Robert Covington, who's an excellent 3-and-D player, which is what the Spurs like. The Spurs love 3-and-D players. They usually flourish in there, and Robert Covington's also a foreign player. Yeah, he likes him. And then Dory Surge is another very solid player. He's a good D&3 player, another player that fits their system just fine. And like I said, he is also foreign, and so for some reason, not to be racist, the Spurs just really like foreign players. So that's a plus for the Spurs, and that might be a reason why the Spurs want to do it. So the 76ers would be able to get Kawhi, and the Spurs would be able to get 2 solid players that fit their system and the build that they like. And they would also be getting some future first round picks that the 76ers definitely have. They would be giving them some picks. They could give them the Miami pick. I doubt they give them the Kings pick, but they could definitely give some picks and kind of change them around with them. They can definitely make this deal happen, especially since they just have so many players that fit what the Spurs like. And then they'd have to give up TLC and Justin Anderson, but those are also just there for salary cap purposes. And without them, the trade isn't possible. So you have to add TLC and Justin Anderson. Like I said, 2 players that don't do much for the team and aren't going to be game changers and aren't going to be too hard of sacrifices to make if you're the 76ers. But now, obviously, I'm going to get into why Philly would want to do this, because obviously they're not going to make the trade unless they think it's going to benefit them and that they win the trade. So I'm going to be getting into why I think Philly would want to do this. My first reason is that they would be getting to keep their core. That is something they have been very high on. They really want to keep their core. They want to keep their, pretty much rookie. This is going to be his rookie year. Markelle Fultz, he was injured all year. We really don't know, but he was projected to be a future All-Star. They really want to see what he can become. Ben Simmons has shown that he has Magic Johnson passing skills, one of the better point guards in the league, and probably eventually will be the best point guard in the league. And it's a little too early to be potentially a Hall of Famer in the future. I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying that's what his potential is. And then they'd also get Joel Embiid, probably a top 3 center, if not the best center in the entire league. He's extremely athletic. The second best center, I would think, behind DeMarcus Cousins. I think he's extremely talented, and he's probably going to end up also being one of the best centers in the league one day. And I just think that would be a great core to keep. Plus, they'd be adding Kawhi. So now they had to have a big 4 of Fultz, Simmons, Embiid, and Kawhi. And I think they would definitely want that, especially since they would be able to keep that core group together, which they have been very high on wanting to do, and they would actually be able to do it with how many trade assets they have. But now my second reason is going to be that he would fit into their system very well, as right now the Philadelphia 76ers are a 3-and-D type team, as they are ranked top 10 in defense, and that will definitely go up to top 5 with the addition of Kawhi, as Joel Embiid was Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Kawhi was obviously Defensive Player of the Year before, I think 2 times. Ben Simmons, another very good defender. We don't know how good Markelle Fultz is going to be on defense, so I think definitely they're going to be a top 5 defense next year if they added Kawhi. And then also they're a top 10 in 3-point percentage last year. And yes, Kawhi is a great defender, but he's not known as the best 2-way player in the league for nothing. He's also a very good scorer and a very good shooter, and he does it at a very efficient way, should I say. And what I mean by this is he shoots 52% from the field and 38% from the 3 in the 2016 through 17 season, while averaging 25 points per game. So not only is Kawhi going to be able to greatly improve their defense, but they'll also be able to greatly improve their offense. And plus, he will be a very solid leader, as they are very young. Markelle Fultz, pretty much a rookie. Ben Simmons, pretty second year in the league. Joel Embiid, I think third year in the league. Kawhi Leonard, one of the best players in the league when healthy, a great leader, great silent leader. I think he'll be a very good leader for the team and will actually be a bona fide leader, which this team desperately needs. But now, obviously, I have to get into why these Spurs would want to do this, because just think, the Spurs aren't going to make a trade unless they think they want it. So they need reasons to think that they're going to benefit from this trade as well. So I'm getting to reasons why the Spurs would want to do this. My first reason for why the Spurs want to do this is that they could trade with an Eastern Conference team, which Greg Popovich has been wanting to do since Kawhi wanted a trade, because he hates improving Western Conference team. He hates it. He does not like to do it, and that's why I don't think he will be going to the Lakers, at least not in a trade, because Greg Popovich is completely against trading to Western Conference teams and making them better than they already are. And yes, Philly is an Eastern Conference team, so they will not have to worry about them unless they both make the finals, which is very unlikely. Philly will probably, but San Antonio doesn't have a chance to make it, especially trading away Kawhi. So I mean, they're able to do something that Greg Popovich will make himself happy and only strengthen the Eastern Conference team instead of a Western Conference team. My second reason why I think the Spurs want to do this is that they would be in great shape for a rebuild. Obviously, when you lose Kawhi Leonard, you need to rebuild your team. Your team, like, he's just a superstar. You have to rebuild losing someone as high of a caliber as a player that Kawhi Leonard is. And just think, they would be getting two young 3-and-D players who would fit into their system extraordinarily well. Robert Covington, a great defender and a great shooter. I'm pretty sure he made an all-defensive team this year. Very good on defense, and the Spurs will love that, as they were ranked number 1 in defense this year without Kawhi Leonard. So Robert Covington would definitely help on defense, plus offense. He will be a very good player. And then Dario Saric, a very underrated player in my opinion. I think he should definitely get more credit than he deserves. A very good defender, very hard-working player, and can score a little bit. He's kind of a sneaky good scorer, you know what I'm saying? And can shoot the 3-ball a little bit. Plus, they'd be getting a few good picks, because just like the Philadelphia 76ers have stocked up very good picks. They have a Kings first-round pick, Miami's first-round pick in a couple years. They have a lot of good picks that they could trade, so they're definitely going to be getting a good first-round draft pick out of this as well. So I think they're in very good shape to rebuild, and they shouldn't be down for very long. And plus, they still have a good team with Tony Parker, assuming they get him back. Manu Ginobili, Rudy Gay, LaMarcus Aldridge. They're still a very good team. Probably make the AC in the Eastern Conference this year. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But unfortunately, guys, it's going to be it for the video. So if you did like the video at any point, hit the like button and subscribe button. Comment below, do you agree with me? Do you think Kawhi will go to the 76ers? I really want to hear all y'all thoughts and opinions below. If you have any video ideas you want me to make, comment those below as well. I would like the thing. I'll comment that I'm making the video, and I'll give you credit in that actual video itself. So I really want to hear your thoughts, and if you have any video ideas, like I said, comment those below. I love y'all so much. I've been showing so much support. We're at 225 subscribers. Thank y'all so much. That is unbelievable. Never thought I'd be here. Thank y'all so much. I hope you have a blessed day, because I had a blessed day. Everybody have a blessed day. See you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.